Well, it's December. My gift to you is showing you my transparent purple puzzle collection. I got about 15 sitting here off camera, so we'll just go ahead and get into it. Now I'll start off with one of the first ones I got, the Moyu Cube. Not much to say about it. It's a Cube. It turns just as well as the black version, has ball bearings. Not much else to say about this one. So in the same package as the Cube, I got the Dane Tangram puzzle. I think this is based off of a hexagonal prism, but I'm not exactly sure. It has 3 of these triangular type cuts, as well as these larger cuts on these corners. Really cool seeing all that purple in there. And I haven't been able to solve this one yet. These little triangles are just giving me a real hard time. The best I've done is 2 unsolved. Try to solve them and I get more unsolved. So this one's been a little bit of a headache on the solving front, but a really cool looking puzzle in the collection. All right, we'll do some shape mods. A 4x Fisher and a 4x Windmill. Not much to say about these. You've seen Fishers and Windmills before, but the Windmill does look cool with the purple showing. They do turn pretty well. They came lubed already. So not much else to say about these. All right, another shape mod. I believe this is called a Crazy Windmill. I haven't solved this. I don't even think I have a black plastic version of this, but it does look really cool when you put it into a checkerboard pattern. Catchy a little bit, but like I've always said, to be expected with non-WCA type puzzles, but looks really cool having all that purple showing. Now the last 4x4 I got is probably the most interesting, a Windmill Ultimate. However, in order to start turning some sides, I have to first unlock my faces. So that means I gotta turn these about a piece, and my whole side will then unlock. And I'm sure this thing gets very crazy when it's completely scrambled. There is another version of this called the Windmill Extreme, in which the centers are the same size. So I don't believe you have to do any layer unlocking. I think you could just turn it. But if you could only spend the money on one, I think this one is the better buy. All right, we'll do some 3x3s, starting with the smallest, the GAN 330 keychain. Not much to say about it. It turns well, it's small, it's purple. Next up is the Funds. It reminds me of the Maylong with its slightly sandy feel. I'm sure with some break-in that would go away, as well as some lubrication. It would probably actually do okay with magnets as well. It doesn't feel all that bad when turning. Yeah. And finally, the one I recently unboxed, the Tornado V2. Turns really nicely, like I said in my last video. It's just too bad that it doesn't follow suit in actually having translucent purple pieces, which is not what the product pictures really showed. They were a little misleading, but it still looks pretty nice. I mean, these internals are translucent purple. Just wish the rest of them were. But those are the 3x3s. All right, next up is a Latch Cube. I thought this would be a lot easier. I figured the faces are just locked to go in their corresponding sticker directions, but upon messing around, I noticed 90-degree turns will lock a face. Only 180-degree turns will allow a face to turn completely. I don't think I'll bother trying to solve this one, but it looks pretty cool nonetheless. Keeping on with 3x3s, we'll do some shape mods. A YJ Diamond. Usually these are yellow or blue. But this one is technically transparent pink, but indoors it looks purple. I'll make an exception. Still looks pretty cool. I feel it would be just as hard as a Ghost maybe, minus that offset move you have to do to actually unlock the layers. But everything's probably going to be off of the shape of things. There's going to be some false equivalencies. I haven't bothered solving this yet, but maybe I will in the future. But pretty cool looking puzzle. Pretty unique looking. And last of my 3x3 shape mods is a Ghost Cube made by Ninja. I'd like to get some hollow white stickers for this. I think the white will really pop the odd shapes of these pieces. As well as being hollow, you'll still be able to see a lot of purple, even though this cube shape shifts quite a lot. I have solved this, and I will try to remember to put a link to that video in the description. Okay, next I'll do a gear cube. This is the Landland Gear Master Morphix. It turns decently. Sometimes it catches, which I believe is just inherent with gear puzzles. This and another one that I'm about to show are really the only gear puzzles I have. But one gripe I have is the sticker quality isn't really that great, unfortunately. And the stickers here at the tips kind of peel back. The stickers won't lay on that curved surface of the tip. But otherwise, a pretty cool looking puzzle for the collection. And my only other gear puzzle is a Landland Megaminx. Now, I was doing a couple turns before this take just to make sure I wouldn't screw anything up, and I've discovered that this is just a 3x3 shape mod. Center's here, 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 here. It's just cut to look like a Megaminx. Not quite sure how I feel about that, but it still looks cool nonetheless. I do plan on making a stickering video for this in the very near future, so keep an eye out for that. And last up is the Landland Butterflower Cube. Really cool looking puzzle. I did a stickering video on this earlier in the year. And also a really cool turning puzzle. You can turn these corners. You can turn the edges. And if you get your slices lined up, you can pull these ovals out of their orbit for some pretty crazy looking jumbling. Now, if I ever decide to scramble this, I'm probably going to be lazy and only do the edges and the corners. Maybe if I'm comfortable with that solve, I'll go ahead and throw in the jumbling too, but a pretty cool looking puzzle, and it does come in black if you're interested. That's all I had for this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. It is December. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one.